was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long, long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday today, and I wanted to just touch base with you to say thank you. Thank you, Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you, Martin Luther King. In this live stream today, played a few songs that I felt reminded me of Martin Luther and what he stood for. And absolutely wonderful to be in this space. Oh, we gotta bring that down. Sorry about that. I was testing something last night. That was there. Indeed. Okay. So I wanted to say, even as I'm saying thank you to Martin Luther King Jr., I wanted to say hello to a few people. Homesick Mac, coming all the way in from Sweden. That's where his home base is now. And Allison Spence, thank you for stopping by and sharing your enjoyment of the soft music. Right, Mac was just saying happy Monday. And Steven dropped in with just, I'm here. I don't know what it is. I'd have to go back on Facebook and look and see why his comment is coming in blank. But Tamaris, we want to say we're sorry that it's freezing rain in Maine, and remembering Dr. King today with gratitude and honor. So I wanted to just briefly say, I did not know Dr. King and his work as a child. Growing up on the island of Trinidad and Tobago, I felt the impact of Dr. King. In Trinidad in 1962, we were going through an independence movement from Great Britain. UK? We have people from the UK come through every once in a while. Shireen Taylor, to name a few. To name the one, maybe. And wanted to just reiterate how, even though I didn't know about Dr. King as a child, as a young person, because the struggles of the African American, and the tension that existed, in the dynamic between different peoples, really didn't impact me so much until I came here to the US and had to learn. I had to learn about what it meant for Dr. King to do what he did, and the sacrifice, ultimate sacrifice that came as a result of it, what he stood for, and how he advocated for those around him, for his determination to pursue excellence, to pursue justice and equality for all people. And it's been a long time. It's been a long time. And change has come. There have been great leaps and bounds. But I believe there is still yet more. I just noticed that I had a tripod just sit back there. Right? You think about it. The tripod was there, but a change needed to happen. So even though there had been some movement prior to the start of the stream, I still had to reach back and make a change. I still had to make an adjustment. When I first started the stream, I have a checklist that I went through, and I skipped a step. So I had to make a change. There's much to happen before we can say that the significant change has come. Oh man, you talking now, Mac. You talking. I made a change. I brought the comments back. Except I need to shift myself in the shot. When I cropped it from the other side. I was like, oh no, Dave, what are you doing? I gotta move me in the shot. Where did I go? And how I cropped it in, it's giving me the beams to move it back. Okay. But David, stop messing with it. Leave it alone. I was like, oh man, significant change has come. I was going to bring up. Allison, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bill King, good morning. Wally Verse Media, good morning. Yes, sir. Talking about the impact that Martin Luther King Jr. had. The impact that Martin Luther King had. And, you know, I'm here in Massachusetts, USA. Dr. King went to school in Boston. I don't remember if he was doing his doctorate or which degree he came up to Boston for, but I believe might have been his doctorate. Might have been his doctorate. But in that move, he energized a lot of people to make significant change. I have occasionally played at a church in Boston called Old South Church on right there on Copley Square, the Boston Library, end of the marathon bombings. There's the Old South Church is right there in the midst of it. And they have been known to rally around freedom. There's a whole history of the church from, abolitionists all the way through the Underground Railroad, the whole nine, were really intimately involved in the struggle. And for people to come to the realization is like, fam, we've done some good work. We've done great work. But there are more hands. There are more voices. There are more hearts that need to be fueled by love to get mad and make a difference, to make life better for those around. Yeah, that's what King was about. In as far as I can tell, the impact, the inspiration that he gave, and the sacrifice that he made really has helped. Listen, lean in for this one. The sacrifice that he made, the impact of it cannot be ignored. Should not be ignored. In fact, should be celebrated, which is what we're doing. But in that celebration, we continue to push forward. I'm leaning some more. We continue to push forward. Continue to press toward the mark, so that my children, my son and my daughter, they're adults now, but my children will continue to live in a world where there is peace. Now, here in the U.S., there is peace, but still strife going around. Around the world, there is still turmoil. In the African continent, there is a heck of a lot. In Europe, certainly, the main focus of a lot of the content surrounding war and peace is in Europe, in the Ukraine. All right, we know what that's the one that's been on everyone's mind. I clicked on something and it started yapping at me. Oh, wow. I just realized that Ecamm added some sound effects. Anyways, I digress. Wanted to just share with us, like, I did not know King growing up. No clue. But ignorance is not a something to be celebrated in this instance. You see, you have to educate yourself, find out, look at the different sources, and get the info. Right? I'm grateful for each one of you that are here so that you can hear my thoughts on this matter, as well as think about it, hopefully inspire you to think about your own experience and find, ways to continue making that change. The Sam Cooke, the change is going to come, right? I believe there's a providential hand that led the way, that inspired King. King was a pastor. He was a man of God, a man of the clergy, and he really exemplified that. He's like, yo, you could preach it on Sunday, Saturday, Friday, all day, right? You keep preaching. But until you're preaching on the weekend impacts the rest of the week, you're only in church one day for most people, right? You're only in church one day. What do you do the rest of the week? That's where your rub meets the road. That's where your faith comes into action. What are you doing during the rest of the week? Man, Mercy was challenged on Friday night. Was challenged to really seek after the secret place. So let me just explain what that is. There is a text in Psalm chapter 91 where it says, Psalm chapter 91 verse 1 says, "He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord," that's verse 2 starting, "He is my refuge, my God, in him I will trust," or will I trust? In him will I trust. This is David talking about it. Now, David was a man, King David in the Bible, was a man who wrote that psalm. It's a song. Wrote that song. They sang it in church, right? But David had an experience with God. He was a man who was under fire, running from King Saul, dealing with the Philistines, the Midianites, whole nine, a bunch of people. He had that experience, that secret place. He was able to say with a surety, yo, fam, I'm trusting in God. I know a change is going to come, and I'm going to make it. Grand Rising Ruth in Georgia, Backyard Garden, welcome to the stream. Georgia, Atlanta, that's where Dr. King's home base was. And thank you for coming through. Tamara says, I was 12 and his life changed my life. Absolutely. That's good. That's good. And informed what you did for the rest. Accepted Jesus at 9. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that made the difference, right? Talking about being mad, making a difference. Dr. King saw what was happening. Rosa Parks and the rest of the crew, they saw what was happening and they got mad. And they said, when I say you get mad, you get to make a difference. Mad. Yeah. I should put that as a... Wait, I think I have an overlay on that. Where did I put it? It doesn't matter, Dave. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yes. Yes, mad. Make a difference. And, let's go back to this. Hold on, guys. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. You're gonna make it work. I probably should have gone to preview mode. Let's do the preview mode while I'm talking. So yes, indeed, making a difference. Having am I not in preview mode? Wow, David, you're batting on all cylinders today. Batting on all cylinders today. Okay, now I'm in preview mode. I don't know why I did that. Fam. Struggle streaming today, that's for sure. That's for sure. But we continue to try to make a difference. We're gonna come in from the left and we're gonna go to the custom. That's why my crop was not the right one. All right, so that should be a little better. And everyone has an opportunity to make a difference where you are. And that's the bottom line. Continuing to make that difference, that call, wherever you are. I cannot say it. I don't know if it's enough or continue to make that difference. Okay. It's like, wait a minute. You got to bring it out. So while I'm in here, okay, you can see the last set of comments as they come through, and it's separate. On the separate platforms, you only see your own comments, but here you get to see you know, all of the comments as they come through. Right? The only drawback to this particular scenario is if someone decides that they want to be disruptive and call down on the spammers, right? But there's a fix for that. There is a fix for that. Absolutely. So I won't keep you too much longer. I just wanted to share my thoughts on Dr. King and the struggle that we had years ago, my ignorance of it, and now that I know, I won't say I'm woke. I'm just gonna say, now that I know, we could absolutely continue to make a difference each and every day. Ruth in Georgia, Tamaris, Mac, Wally, Albert, all of you who came through today, Stephen, you have the authority, you have you have the authority, you have the capacity, you have what it takes to make a difference in your community. It's really, 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 really simple as far as I know. As far as I can tell, you have what it takes to make a difference. For me, it stems from my faith. Unapologetic about it. That's why I continue to use my hands, my voice, and my heart to bring it today. Thanks so much for today. The fight goes on. We'll make the life better. Absolutely. Mac, thank you. I don't know if you're going to be live today, but I will be there in the comments cheering you on. Yes, love one another. Absolutely. Love one another. Absolutely. Tamaris, love one another. It's the only way. The only way. Put that over there. All right. Let's see. I think that's all I got. Ruth in the Georgia Backyard Garden. Thank you so much, Ruth, for coming in today. Appreciate you. I'll be checking out the channel. Y'all, we're looking hard at 500. We've been on the journey with that at 485, 15 to go. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your cousin, tell your auntie, right? Let them know there's something good happening over here. I appreciate all of the support. Couldn't have gotten this far without you. Just hoping that somewhere in the video you were able to find some inspiration, some peace, and focus on that to continue to make a difference like Dr. King did. He saw a need and he filled that need and paid the ultimate price as a lot of others have. Um, but he became the face of the movement, and so that's what propelled him. Stevie Wonder wrote a song. It's like, "Happy birthday." I don't even know the whole song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, snap. I still had the music playing in the background. My bad. Yes, going live today and have Tom Buck as the special guest. Absolutely. Cool. Looking forward to that. Setting my time for 3 p.m. Eastern. I apologize for the late start this morning. I don't know what it was. It was doing my thing, and I think my alarm didn't go off. That's what it was. I normally have an alarm for 1 minute before the show, and then just before the show starts, it goes off again, and we're like, oh, snap. And somehow it didn't go off. So I'm tinkering in the studio, and I'm like, oh, shoot, it's 6:03. Yo, or it might have been 6:05. I forget exactly what it was. But, yeah, it's 7:10. Why does my... Mary Lynn, good morning to you. Tamaris, thank you so much. And it's good to see you just remembering Dr. King this morning and the legacy that he left, the dream, right? Everyone remembers, everyone knows the speech, talk about it all the time. I have a dream today. In talking about it, we want to make sure that we know why. We know why it is a thing. We know why it is a thing. So, yeah, that's just what I'm talking about today. And I think that is it. We're going to make sure that we also highlight that this is happening this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Just a introductory masterclass on playing the piano by ear, playing music by ear, right? So look for that. Just like, yo, look for that. It's going to be on these same stations, but it's going to be on YouTube only. YouTube only, right? How to play music by ear. How to play music by ear. What's involved? A lot of people have come to doing that different ways. And so, be interesting. Be interesting to see what the people say. Come through at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. "7 p.m. on Wednesday. Play music. It's good. All right, fam. I'm gonna turn it off right here. Grateful for the impact that Dr. King had, but I don't want it to be said that I left something undone, that we missed someone along the way. So I'm going to do what I can in this space. We continue to pray, we continue to celebrate Dr. King, but at the same token, celebrate the fact that he showed us the way. Celebrate the fact that he provided an example, that he didn't let his voice ring out only on Sunday morning or Saturday morning or Friday afternoon. No, he let his voice ring out the whole week. So let your voice ring out from the mountaintops of Georgia. Let your voice ring out from New Jersey and New York. Let your voice ring out from Virginia, South Carolina, but also in Alabama and Texas and California and Oregon, and Washington State. Let your voice ring out in Sweden. Let your voice ring out in the UK, in Africa, South Africa. Let your voice ring out in the islands of the Caribbean. Let your voice ring out. Let your voice ring out. This is your musical technologist, David Hunt, saying thank you for being here. Your hands, your voice, and your heart. Whoa. Let it ring out. Yes, we salute them all, thinking of Mr. King, and on this very day brings also more attention to many others who fought and are still fighting for better rights, freedom, understanding. We salute them all. Absolutely, Mac. That's good. Thank you for sharing that. We continue to remember those, and we say, salute. Have a wonderful day, y'all. We'll see you on Wednesday. Continuing to fight, getting mad, and making a difference. Salute. And ciao.